Now, let's return to some breaking news that we brought you just a little bit earlier out of South Africa. Remember the Paralympic star Oscar Pistorius, who murdered his girlfriend Reeva Steenkamp back in 2013. Well, the breaking news is that he's been denied parole there. He's 36-year-old. He had been seeking early release after serving half of his 13-year sentence. We can go live now to Pretoria. Our correspondent Andrew Harding is there. Hi there, Andrew. So what's just happened there in the last couple of hours?
I'm afraid it's a pretty farcical situation. The South African justice system looking like it's made a big mess of this. In fact, today's parole board hearing, we're now learning, should never have gone ahead in the first place. That's because the prison authorities here actually received a letter three days ago, on Tuesday of this week, explaining to them that Oscar Pistorius has not actually served, according to their calculations, half his time in prison, half of his sentence. In fact, that time will come next August, in 2024. Now, I spoke just a short while ago to Oscar Pistorius' uncle Arnold, who was mystified, who said it was clear to him that he had served half his sentence, and he said he would be getting legal advice on how this confusion could have arisen. What seems to have happened, though, is that because Pistorius was initially sentenced once, that was appealed, he was sentenced again, he spent some time in prison, he spent some time under house arrest, then he spent another longer period, which he's currently still doing, in prison. There's confusion about exactly when his sentence should be considered to have started. And it seems like the Supreme Court of Appeal here and the Chief Justice have decided it only began on the last time he began his prison sentence. So they're taking the strictest interpretation of the law, if you like.
Andrew, that, as you said right at the beginning there, is not a situation that covers the justice system there with much glory. Can we get to the substance of the issue as opposed to the justice system, but I suppose the family of Reeva Steenkamp and the reaction there?
Well, they've said they welcome this delay. They argued in the parole board in the prison here behind me where Pistorius is still incarcerated. They argued today that they didn't believe that he was genuine in his remorse. They still insist that Oscar Pistorius needs to confess to killing Reeva Steenkamp, his girlfriend, deliberately. A court has never ruled on that. It simply ruled that Pistorius should have known that whoever was hiding behind his bathroom door would die when he shot 3 times through that closed door. But the Pistorius family insists that Pistorius has not shown remorse, has not admitted the truth, and therefore should stay in prison. But we also know that Pistorius and his lawyers argued that he has shown remorse. He's met Reeva Steenkamp's father last year and expressed his remorse again and apologised for his actions. We also know that prison officials and social workers have spoken about his behaviour during the last years in prison, and leaked information from a previous court dispute seems to indicate that prison officials believe that Pistorius in general has behaved well, and that in their view he's ticked the right boxes to be allowed out on parole. But clearly that's not going to happen, at least for some time, as more clarity no doubt is sought and more lawyers get involved in trying to work out where and when Pistorius could be eligible for parole.
Extraordinary stuff. Andrew, thank you very much for bringing us right up to date with the latest there in South Africa. I'm going to let Andrew go, but I just want to bring you one update, backing up effectively what he was just saying there. We have a statement from Reeva Steenkamp's family saying, while we welcome today's decision, today is not a cause for celebration. We miss Reeva terribly and will do so for the rest of our lives. We believe in justice and hope that it continues to prevail.